Hey, yo, it's your boy Villain. I want to touch on something tonight that I haven't talked about probably since early 2000. And it just recently dawned on me that I probably need to go ahead and talk about this because this is something that actually happened. And I'm sure there's a few people in North Carolina that remember this and probably went to the same event that I went to, right? And it's basically some bad boy. Well, let me let me start by saying this. I used to really be into music heavily. I used to really be into music. We was recording all the time, putting down songs, me and my guys. I would say 1998, 1999, or 2000 is when this particular situation happened where Bad Boy, um, Diddy's people came down to do auditions. I think they were in North Carolina for about a week or a month. I can't remember exactly. Like I said, this is back in late 90s, early 2G. I remember I went on a Sunday. I do remember that. It was uptown. It was held uptown, Charlotte, North Carolina. It was at this hotel. The hotel's no longer there. I don't remember the name of it. But I'm going to tell you everything I do remember. And for those who remember this situation, anything that I'm foggy about, please rejog my memory and make sure that I'm factually correct. All right. So again, Diddy's people came down, I want to say either 98, 99, or 2000 to hold auditions for people in North Carolina from all genres, hip hop, rap. I can't remember what else. I thought that was the main two, hip hop. I mean R&B and hip hop, right? Rap. I remember hearing about it, and I was like, I was skeptical, right? Something, or my girlfriend at the time, if I believed that this was 98 or 99, I would have been with this one chick, and I believe, like I said, this is real foggy. This was a while ago. That she told me that fuck it, I need to go ahead and go down there. And I sat on it and then I thought about it. I said, you know what? I am going to go up there. So I went Sunday. I went that Sunday, broad daylight, maybe about 1 or 2 o'clock. I can't remember the exact time they were holding auditions. But when I got there, it was a lot of people there. I'm talking about a line wrapped around the building, right? A lot of these people wasn't even from Charlotte. Some of these people were just in North Carolina. So they was coming from everywhere to audition. Fast forward, I ain't gonna give you all the details of this day, but I just remember getting to the part where they were asking me to spit a rhyme for them, right? I was nervous. I had to be about 18 or 19 at this time. At the very oldest, I was 20, but I believe I was like 18, 19. I was nervous. I'm not gonna hold you. The dude who was there was two dudes that I've seen before that been around Diddy. One of them, I believe, is dead. I don't know his name, but he was a brown skinned dude, kind of chubby, had big round eyes, no facial hair, short haircut, brown skinned guy. I believe he is dead now. All right. When I do a second follow up to this video, I will go back and I will try to make sure I have his name and things of that nature. But I know I seen him. I seen him on the videos. I seen him in the interview. I said, okay, yeah, this is definitely Diddy's people, right? Diddy was not there. Okay, just to clear all that up, he was not there, or that I saw. Okay, that I saw. If you was there and you seen him, let me know. I was up next to spit my bars, right? And I'm not gonna hold y'all. I was scared. I was nervous. I forgot what the hell I was supposed to be spitting, so I was freestyling, right? I was so nervous, I just started freestyling. And the guy, about a minute or so in, the guy I'm talking about who ain't, who's no longer here, he's like, oh, okay, you good, you good. I'm thinking he was saying I can stop because they didn't want to hear no more. So I just kept going and shit. So I just kept going because, like I said, I was nervous and I really wanted to get chose, basically, be hot. I was like, yeah, I know I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? But because I couldn't remember my line, I just started spitting. So they said it the second time, nah, bro, you good, you good, you good. And then after you do what you do, you go stand off. They send you back down to the lobby or whatever, and then they come back and they pick you, right? So once they auditioned that little group I was in, probably about 12 to 15 people, I don't remember. Everybody auditioned. They picked the favorite ones out of that group. I didn't think I was going to get chose, but I did. I was like, oh shit, couldn't believe it. But I was like, all right, I'm here. You know what I mean? Now it's on to phase 2. So this is where shit gets real sketchy because I just remember feeling a certain type of way once we got in that elevator. So basically, what we were doing, we were going to another room to meet someone else, right? It was a bodyguard, that one dude I told you about that I had seen before on some of the videos and interviews with Diddy. I don't remember exactly who was supposed to be in this room, right? But I'm on the elevator with the other people that they chose. Most of these people were younger than me, and I told you I was already 18 or 19, possibly 20, but I was the oldest one there, and I still wasn't 21. Let's say that. So I'm looking around, looking at the kids, you know. And I missed one detail. This is the detail that I think that first got into my mind. I was like, something ain't right. Nobody else could go except for the people they chose. The parents couldn't go. Your brother, your sister, nobody could go but you, the people that they chose. And like I told y'all, some of these people were young. Some of these motherfuckers might have been 13, right? 14, right? I remember it was maybe 2 girls and 3 guys, and I'm the 4th guy. Something like that. Something to that effect. Like I said, it's kind of foggy. But I just remember looking at everybody in that elevator once that door closed. The guy was a big dude, and I just remember him saying, all right, now y'all about to go up here and meet such and such and perform one more time or something to that effect. I wish I could remember everything, all the details verbatim. But what he said did not sound right to me, right? After already hearing the parents and nobody else can come up there with you. And I'm looking at everybody in the elevator and, they looking around. Some people just really excited. At that time, my excitement kind of went down because now I'm starting to feel a certain type of way. Call it whatever you want to, intuition, sixth sense, God vision. I don't know what you want to call it, but something was telling me the closer we got in that elevator up to wherever level we was going to, the more my body and my heart was dropping. It felt like, y'all know that feeling. And I just remember when that door opened and we started to proceed outside of the elevator to go to the room, something told me not to go. Now, mind you, I love rap. I love hip hop. That was I grew up in this shit. I dreamt it. I slept it. I ate it. That's all I knew. This could have been a chance, right? But something told me not to go. That something had to be God because I wouldn't have listened to it if it wasn't anything but, my subconscious was so loud that I had to listen to it. So right when we were about to hit this corner, because as soon as you came off the elevator, you had to make a sharp turn. I remember this. So as soon as we were about to make that sharp turn, I stopped. And the guy turned around and looked, said, what's up, yo? You don't want to go? Like I said, the big bodyguard dude. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm a. He was like, all right, get back on that elevator. We're going to take you back down. And he asked me again, you sure you don't want to do this? You don't want to go meet whoever the fuck it was. I don't remember their name at this time, but he was just saying, it wasn't Diddy, but it definitely was Diddy's people. This is BadBoy Entertainment. And I looked at the other kids. They looked at me. I just kind of shook my head and I said, yeah, I think I'm good. I'm not going. And I wish at that time that I knew what to say to them, but I didn't have any other words for them. I just said, good luck, man, to whatever. And they was like, all right, whatever, good luck. And I got back on that elevator and I went down and I came back out and I saw all the other people. I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of people waiting to get their turn, get their shot. And that shit never sat well with me. And nothing really ever came out of it. I don't remember anybody ever blowing up directly from that. If I'm wrong, let me know. I don't remember anybody from North Carolina signing to Bad Boy Entertainment in 99 2000. Like I said, if I am wrong, let me know because Petey Pablo was the only one that I remember that came out. I don't think he was signed to Diddy or Bad Boy or anything like that. I can't remember the details of who he was with, but I don't remember. Out of all those people in Charlotte, Raleigh, all these places got talent out the ass, right? Mad talented people. I've met so many talented people here. So I know that somebody was nice enough to get on, right? If you remember this and you went down there, whether it's Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, whatever, I think they were there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that, 3 days. And I want to say, I know it was off, I know the hotel was off of North Tryon. I don't remember the name of it. I don't believe it's there no more. It's been gone for a while. They done changed it up downtown or uptown, whatever. I remember it was the the front of the hotel was on North Tryon. I don't remember the side street because, like I said, you walk up the corner. I don't remember them details. If you remember, please put it in the comments and let me remember. Right? Give me your details of it. If you made it to that room, if you got a chance to audition and you got on that hotel and you got in that elevator to go to that hotel room, whatever your situation, if you feel like discussing that, please do. Because again, something told me it wasn't for me. Something told me not to go in that room. I didn't need to be a part of that. So I went with that. And every decision that I make that's internal like that, I stand on it. I don't regret it. I don't have to see it for myself. Or whatever God is trying to warn me of, I appreciate it enough to take it just as it is and walk away. Again, if you remember 1998, 1999, or 2000, whether it was yourself, maybe it could have been your brother, your sister, your auntie, somebody that wanted to get in the rap game or the R&B game. If y'all remember Bad Boy coming to North Carolina at them times and you auditioned, please let me know your experience with that. Because ever since then, right? And I told you I didn't talk about this a lot with one of my friends because a lot of the times they're not gonna believe you. They're gonna laugh. They're gonna joke. They're gonna make jokes about shit instead of really listening to what you're saying, because that possibly could have been a grooming situation. I truly believe that might have been a grooming situation. And I did see parents out there because a lot of people were underage. I'm talking about kids. I'm talking about 6, 7 years old, right? But your mama and your daddy can't come up there with you. I know. I don't do that. I have a problem with that. My child will not be without me going to meet somebody else. A grown ass individual, I don't care. We're not doing that. So if you've been there, just give me your experience. I would like to know, did you have any ill feelings? Did you see anything that wasn't right? Did you hear about anybody after that either getting on or having an issue at that time? All right. So like, share, subscribe, and let's have this conversation. Because again, I'm just going off of my memory. It's very foggy around these times. I just remember certain little things and how I really felt. That's the main thing I remember is how I felt going up that elevator. The closer and closer we got, I knew something wasn't right. So like, share, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Supervillain. I ain't going nowhere, and I hope you ain't either. Love you. Be safe.